And we're off. And we're playing against, is this Paul Reitzel?
I think so, but I don't actually know pro names that. Okay, so let's have a small discussion before we get into this game. If
Yeah,
you
but
plan on
and
being what would you say, AJ?
what you're going to ask, and I think we go Island, Raptor, Forest, Sprite.
No, So if you're gonna be a professional Magic player, or you think that you're just gonna be really good at Magic, and you want to have a Magic Online account, have a Magic Online account that's just your name, because people want
Why?
to know when they play you. It's a service to the community.
Yeah, but it's not mandatory. I don't think you can obligate anybody to do that.
If you want to have an account that no one knows about, that's some other thing, so you can do all your private testing stuff, that's fine too. That's all I'm saying, AJ.
Okay. I don't know if I can stand behind you on that assessment, but I would
Shut
like
up.
to ask the order of lands that you're going to play.
I'm gonna play a Simic Guildgate first because I hate you.
Okay. You don't want to push through that one, that's fine.
Would I like to mulligan? No.
I'm just assuming we're not going to draw a Croconura in the next two draws.
That's probably a fair assessment.
Oh, man.
U2, the band. Ugh.
I don't like you two very much. You lied to me. Accidental.
No, I can't believe you thought I was going to actually play a Simic Guildgate first.
We'll look a little stupid if we draw a Croconura, but we didn't. We drew a card that we'll never be able to cast.
I know.
I gotta be honest, that Metropolis Sprite doesn't look very good right now.
What are you talking about? It's going to get in for two.
Hopefully. Not
Awkward.
a guild gate after combat.
Yep.
So we're playing against Orzhov. Does that just mean we win?
I don't really know.
Um, okay, cool. And our 1/2 is going to have trample and be a 2/3.
What? What is
It
his
isn't
deck?
yet.
Yeah, I don't understand what his deck does.
I don't know. I hope we draw a mountain soon, or else I'm going to be worried about your I don't want to play 4 red sources policy.
Well, let's just say that this guy's probably not double striking as a combat trick this game.
That's okay. Who gets the +1/+1 counters? A target creature?
Is he just playing Wrath of God? There's like a 6 mana Wrath of God in this format.
Um, is that something we should... It's a rare, it's not a mythic, so is that something we should actually be worried about?
I, he hasn't cast a single card yet. So the question is, what value do we gain from playing our Ceratok? We get 2 more damage.
So maybe
So
what you're saying is we attack for 5 this, or for 6
6
this turn,
and
and
Haven, and that's it.
then if we draw a mountain, we can just double strike him out next turn if he doesn't do anything. Actually, we could just play another creature and pump the Cloudfin Raptor and win. So it's we can still win without playing a spell next turn.
Okay. So then we're gonna attack with the Sprite and the Denizen and the Raptor.
Yeah. And I think this is where you enchant an island instead of a Simic Guildgate.
Fair.
Maybe he's gonna axe something with the neg 5 card. But it seems like he would have had to have just drawn that, right?
Huh. Okay, so
That's okay, right?
I think so.
Um,
Well, now we can't kill with this. I mean, we can't just kill him next turn.
yeah. Um,
So that's actually a good play if he's trying to bait us into a Wrath.
well, it just trades one. It trades a card to another guy.
Yeah, but it trades our resources, which are finite.
Hmm. Um, this is tough.
And let me think. If
gain him life too.
I think I need to play a Haven because if I play this, I'm stupid for playing around a rare.
I don't think so. He didn't do a thing.
Yeah, I agree. And we can still kill him in 2 turns with the Ceratok if we need to.
Right.
Okay, so here's 6 mana. Okay, it's just a gigantic flying creature.
It's still irritating.
I agree. Lifelink. Ugh.
So I guess we should have cast our 4/3 last turn.
Not necessarily. Let's draw a red source and just make this a non-issue. Or a ground assault.
That's okay. Can we just play that attack and feel good about ourselves?
Yeah.
Cool.
And feel good about
Right
ourselves?
now.
Huh?
We can pump the sprite right now.
I know. I think I go ahead and play a Ceratok.
Why? In case he removes a guy?
Yeah, and I'll put him at 1, which might not be that important, but both these guys will have trample then.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we want to play the threat anyway, so
We and then give our raptor trample. If we waited next turn, and it would be a 3. This is the turn for all of our dudes to be killed.
yeah.
What's the name of that card?
Merciless Eviction.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess his
Yeah.
hand just sucked.
Okay. Um, Interesting.
I agree. Maybe the rogue is okay against that deck to push through damage.
Um, I think it could be. It would be an okay late game card against him.
Should I go ahead and switch the mana again?
Like put in another island.
Yeah.
Um, what did you think about that game? That game we just didn't have any red. Um, but I
You're cutting out.
I would prefer more islands.
I think I'm okay with having an extra island because a turn 1 Cloudfin Raptor is pretty solid.
Yeah. It looks like Paul Little Darwin Reitzel is, well, Paul is Paul. Yeah. Either that or that's just his nickname.
He
And it's
doesn't
not a Magic Online name.
he doesn't look like Darwin Castle at all. Maybe he's Darwin Castle's son. Do the years work out?
A couple weeks ago at no, I guess it would be about a month and a half ago now at an Uno's in Cambridge.
Okay, so I'm thinking about cutting the Ediphage for the Keymaster.
You mean because he probably has removal for it?
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
he has the most amount of. I guess that it's really intense. So if we can like get to an attrition battle, should we be bringing in like last thoughts against? Should we like go and should we take out red cards and just bring in lots of?
Like card drawing?
Yeah, like we could take out like I don't know, ogre and swine or ogre and elemental and bring in both of these.
That's a good question, and I think that's interesting.
But we don't have the information to make a decision
Yeah,
like
I
that.
don't feel comfortable doing that. Like I would be willing to put in the rogue instead of the Adaphage. Adaphage. Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Assume that he has the pillory plus arrest and bring in
I actually
natural.
think that Adaphage is actually better on the draw
Okay. I mean,
because
that makes sense to me.
it's more likely to allow us to get into an attrition scenario and have the land to cast it. Ooh.
Welp. Did we put in the extra island?
Yeah, I'm not gonna mull.
No, I think this is keepable. It's just really sad.
Our turn to do nothing.
Cool.
Eventually we'll be able to kill a guy. We'll just have to work for it. Oh crap.
Yuck. Oh man, this sucks.
I know, I really needed to draw an island there.
It would have been really. Do you think he would have attacked into our island forest?
No.
Here and rough. Gonna be rough to beat through this.
We're gonna get to that fun phase of Magic where we actually have to think about sequencing our spells.
Yeah. It's gonna start right here.
I guess that we probably...
Do we play another Haven? Hopefully we draw a land, play a Haven, and cast
Oh.
a Shamble Shark to... Oh. He's got that card that also is from rejected Innistrad art. You should look at it, because it looks like her hair is such that it's covering up a tri-corner hat. Zoom in on that. That guy behind her is either a goblin from Ravnica, or maybe it's a guy with a tri-corner hat. See? This came from Innistrad.
You maybe it's a werewolf too.
Yeah, you don't know.
But it,
The werewolf wouldn't be like just... Actually, yeah, that would kind of make sense.
like
I don't
they're
know.
they're people that have turned into werewolves and they have the tri hats. So what I actually
Oh.
think that we do here is I think okay, we have 6 mana because of the Verdant Haven, so I like tap 4, enchant a forest,
Play what, a
float a
raptor?
blue, and play a Cloudfin Raptor and a Shamble Shark. Or I can play a Cloudfin... No, I play a Cloudfin Raptor and a Sprite. Right? But then I don't pump the Shamble Shark, but I don't know if that matters.
Um, Shamble Shark is really bad right
Ooh, I
now.
get to double pump the Raptor if I do
Yeah,
that too.
yeah,
Okay.
that's true. So then you add a blue, then you float.
I can go ahead and cast this.
I think that's right. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This is stressful. This is about as micro-intensive. So, in case you guys didn't know, my micro is just horrible.
You got really defensive last time I talked about this.
Well, we were talking with Marin.
You were trying to use a search engine, and you were like, I'm typing really slowly.
And then they go, or they were telling me I was typing too quickly, and AJ types like 3 times as fast as I do, so.
I hate that thing with pro creatures. How are we going to deal with that?
I guess that spell that saved us last game.
Well, I hope we draw it soon. Ground Assault. Right?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Is this our deck? We have Ground Assault, and that is actually the only card.
Yeah.
I guess we bring in Naturalize, maybe.
Oof.
Alms Beast. This is gonna be a hard one.
No, that's okay. We'll gain a little life, I guess. Um. Okay.
So Shamble Shark Drakewing.
That seems horrible, but I can't think of anything better to do. Could you? We gotta
No.
block that Alms Beast.
I'm gonna block it with the Sprite.
Racing seems hard here in this position.
I agree. Well, our guy will get lifelink, so that's nice. I think I attack with the Raptor and I'll just trade here if I get offered. Or
I
I just take it, never mind.
Yeah,
And then I can pit fight later.
yeah, I think that's right. Um, we can like multi-block Alms Beast to try and stay in the game longer.
I could double block the Alms Beast, that's true. That might be something to consider. Oh, he had an Orzhov charm though.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of options at this point, right?
We'll see what happens here. Maybe I just block it with a Shamble Shark and gain 3 life and fly. Let's do that.
Doing what?
I'm just gonna block it with a Shamble Shark and gain 3 life.
You're not going to try and double block and...
I don't think that's very smart.
Okay.
Because he can just blow us out and we can maybe race him this way.
How would we do that?
We're gonna go up to 14 down to 10. And we have an additional 5 damage here. And then we have 8 points of flyers.
Yeah, I know. I just got 2 extort guys, though.
He's got 1 soon, maybe. Things look grim, okay, AJ?
Are we just assuming that we're going to draw ground assault? Because that might be a fair assumption.
You mean that might be the only thing that we can play to?
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it would have been nice if that Alms Beast had just died.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but we would have blocked it with a guy that has 1 toughness.
I know. I know what it would mean. Oh, that's a creature.
That's
Um,
actually, that's kind of interesting.
okay. Um,
I kind of want to pit fight this creature with our Cloudfin Raptor, but I'm afraid he'll just kill the Raptor in response.
with what?
Uh, Grizzly something, it's like a 4 mana instant, kill a creature, they mill equal to its power, or the Orzhov Charm.
You have the option of attacking and then responding with a Zurta Swine
Yeah,
after pit fighting.
I mean,
You know what I mean, though? Like, that gives you a little bit of additional flexibility depending on what he's going to cast.
yeah, I could attack with target creature you control fights. And
I've got
fighting,
a question. Is it possible to get in with everything? Zurta Swine to deal maximum damage, and then hopefully can burn him out with a Cinder Elemental in a couple turns? That doesn't seem plausible to me, but I don't have any
so
other ideas.
equal 2 creatures that fight deal damage equal to their power. So the creatures are dealing the damage.
Correct. You can't fight off the Holy Mantled guy.
Actually, you know what I probably do?
What?
I probably attack with what, like the Raptor and the
What you can do
Drakewing.
is go into combat, fight the Raptor and the Screeching guy, attack with the Drakewing, Crassus, and the Raptor, and then maybe Zurta Swine something to try and threaten him in terms of life total.
Yeah.
Next, play the Elemental and hope to live another turn, not get it killed, and then burn him off to finish him. That like gives him 2 turns to interact with us in ways that we can't predict right now, but I don't have any better ideas.
I think what I would do is fight the Screecher, attack with the Raptor and the Drakewing, and then Cinder Elemental and leave the Sprite to block the Alms Beast.
I think that's right. Actually, that's a better idea.
So
That
I
would
think I attack first.
do anything though, because then you can swine.
Well, I attack, and then after I've declared attackers, then I fight.
Yeah,
And I I guess I can just pay this. This poor guy having to wait for us talk through all these options that probably just all end up with us losing the game.
that's true.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
the Orzhov
We
Charm.
could make him lose 4 additional life.
That doesn't matter,
Tossing
AJ.
our guy. That seems bad. Yep. Yuck.
Okay, well that's what we were fearing. And it happened.
Now we're probably losing our other guy too. Maybe.
Yeah.
Do we save him? The swine?
It's too late, but um,
I don't
we probably
actually.
should. I think we probably should have saved him with the slime. Or the slime. The swine.
Oh. Okay. Um, so now we're at 8.
Yeah.
That's no good.
What is this? Okay, we're gone. I'm just gonna concede. I don't think we have anything that can get back into the game. Right?
Uh,
Well,
anyway, do it. Play it out. Yeah. Okay.
wait, let's look at what we've seen. We saw an Orzhov, Screecher, Mantle. Oh,
I would be willing to board in a naturalize as like another way to deal with that. Because we don't have very many ways to deal with that.
that's true. That's true.
Um, Giant Adaphage is just so slow. Pit Fight is still fine. We could respond to him casting the aura by doing it.
Yeah.
Uh, is there anything else we have that interacts with that card? Uh,
I mean, like, these are probably the cards that we want to consider bringing in again. Maybe we want to take out the Wrecking Ogre. Maybe we want to take out the Incursion Specialist.
it seems kind of weak. I agree.
I mean, it pumps our guys, but
Um,
it's probably better to have like a card that can actually impact the board.
that seems. I like the way that this looks. This is gonna sound silly. What do you think about Sky Games?
It is only sorcery, so I don't like it as much at all. Hello?
1 second.
Okay, well, I'm considering bringing in another Last Thoughts. The the red's just really limiting. Let me think here. So specialist.
Apparently
Maybe I
they
want to take
lifted
out
the driving ban,
well, that's exciting.
which means
Um,
we need to shovel our car out like immediately before it ices over. So I'll have to do that in the next couple hours. That'll be exciting. 2 feet of snow on top of the car and nowhere to throw it. Um, what about that thing? I think that's still good, even though he's
I
got
mean,
a lot of instant speed removal.
do we want to just have like a small guy to pump all of our other things instead of like this? Should we be bringing in the Thunder Bottom against him?
Just because it's a 4/4?
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
I'm
4/4
I'm gonna
is
submit it.
yeah, then a 3/3 double strike.
I mean, there's also this card that I could remove.
I mean, just because he's got a lot of removal.
He doesn't have a lot of removal, but I mean, for a card that impacts the board. But
I think that card's fine. I think Last Thoughts is good against him. Um,
my moto's lagging. Ooh.
this hand is better than most. We got
This
1/3 punch.
this
Without two.
this deck is so frail.
Okay. So let's see. Come on. Mark. Fish crab. Dang it. Don't get in there. Oh man. Yuck. That's not the end of the world, I suppose.
I know, that's not that bad.
Oh,
I think I just forget about this.
yeah, probably.
Oh, well, this is actually kind of
You drop the Croconaur here in attack, and then the next turn
yeah,
you
I play
play
that.
Fury.
I was thinking about mana issues, but yeah, I just play this.
This is still sad, though.
I love this card.
It's pretty cool.
I think if I can find a standard deck that plays it, I'll enjoy standard.
Okay, so we want to draw a land this turn, and we'd prefer it to be an island.
Yes. Exactly.
Actually, I would go so far as to say we cannot win this game unless we draw an island. And what is that? I don't even know what card that is.
It's a forest. Oh, for cards in our creatures in our graveyard, this gets neg X, neg X. I think what we
Okay.
actually do is we play the Cinder Elemental here.
I mean, that makes sense to me. That's just fine.
because it pumps both of our guys.
Yeah. I like that.
So
That
drawing
means
a force
we
was
can't
fine.
cast the Cloudfin and the Drakewing next turn together.
Well, I mean, it's the same deal as we had this turn.
Yeah. So this card doesn't seem that strong right now. I mean, I assume that it just means later on he'll be able to kill it at the same time he does something else, but
Yeah.
that was pretty good. Um, this is interesting, though. We could have just cast that as a 5/4.
Yeah. I'm going to do that next turn.
What's happening here?
He's making me sack a Cinder Elemental, I guess. Yeah,
Uh,
Cinder Elemental.
would it be better to sack the Crocodile? I don't think
No,
so.
it's going to get bigger.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I feel pretty good about the way things went there.
Me too.
Um,
I think he's going
man,
to have a
these
really
guys,
hard time getting back in the game.
having these guys come to play tapped makes me feel like we just swung in for a bunch more than we did. Depending on what he does here, I think we could win this game.
I'm just going to cast this guy. Right? Uh,
We could win if he sets himself up to, let's think. I mean, if
okay.
I cast him, do you mean Blood Rush him?
Mm, 7, 12. Yeah, I guess that we just, if he doesn't block this guy, we just win, right?
Or, well, okay, he could block the
But
Drakewing,
it
get
tramples.
through for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 5, putting him at 1. That's
Oh,
not stellar. Let's draw a card before we do anything. Um,
well, that'll be interesting next turn.
hopefully. We'll draw the giant Ataphage. Um, if we cast this, what happens?
We get 3 additional power, and we have a gigantic guy. So then he probably trades with the Raptor, and doing so, he takes 10.
If we cast this, then he could also kill this, and um, then this is going to get smaller.
Yeah, but that I think that's okay. I think we cast it.
I agree. I think we probably do too.
Wait, I'm gonna figure this out again. So 1, 2, 6. Oh, I have to keep in mind that this gets smaller, so it's 5. And then 6, yeah. So if he blocks the Drakewing or the Croc, we wouldn't win from Blood Rushing.
Yeah, exactly. But
I think just making all of our guys permanently bigger and having a huge guy is the way to go.
it's probably true. I don't foresee him being able to wrath us anytime soon. Not soon enough, anyway.
Well, and
He
if we,
might just kill this. I'm
yeah,
not sure I would have gotten in there with that. I probably would have.
I think it's fine. Because look, he's at 2.
Yeah.
And he has to kill
Yeah.
2 guys
Well,
to make this not do damage. Well, sometimes guided passage just gets there. I had to remember what the invasion. What?
I always want them to redesign another version of Guided Passage that's good. And I think the way that they would do it now is make it cost 1 more, and then it involves naming a card, and that can't be a card that your opponent... Or wait a minute, did I say your opponent? Is that how the card works?
No, it's like you choose, or your opponent looks through your deck for a land,
A
a
creature,
creature,
spell,
and a
and...
non-non, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next round.